Well, we're going to do something that flies in the face of reason. Reason would say, I got to take that arm away. So my stand-up for years was a stand-up like this. This guy was here, he's on this arm. I'd go here, I'd go to across, I'd post that arm out, boom, and get out that way. No more. Guys are just too good. They're too good at attacking and controlling that arm. They come right up with you and pull you down. So, reason would say, take that arm away. I'm going to do the exact opposite. I am going to give him this arm. I'm going to give it to him. It's a weird thing. The harder I take it away, the easier it is for him to get it. So, you're down. You try to, like as you come up, you're going to try to like move this arm across like this. Ready, go. It's easy, believe it or not, when you try to take the arm away, it's easy to get it. And it's easy to knock him down. So I'm going to do exactly the opposite. This works really, really well. It's got a little bit of a feel to it, but once you get the feel, it's easy and it's going to protect. To me, probably my top priority from the bottom of my first move is protecting this arm. All right, so what's your name?
Braden.
Braden?
Yeah.
So Braden, get over here. You're on my traditional side here. So pretty much, so if I go and do the traditional side, you're just gonna chop me and get down. Okay, so I go here, right? You see it 1,000 times. So on the whistle, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Rather than taking this arm away, I am gonna actually take this hand and put it back behind his butt on the mat. So this is one, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna like put this hand back here behind him. I'm gonna, in a way, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give him like that. At the same time I give him my arm and post my hand behind his butt, I'm gonna pivot and turn in. But if I pivot and turn and stay on my knees, he just floats around behind me. So he starts to chop, I turn and face him, he'll just turn and face me, unless I get my hips up. So this is what I'm gonna do. Remember we said about those positions? Remember how we said this was actually a good position? It's the second best, I think, of getting out of the bottom. It's the second best. So we're gonna go right from here, right to here in a half second as he goes to chop my arm. So I'm gonna put my hand behind him. I'm gonna take my outside foot and I'm gonna like swing it around. I'm gonna start facing this way. In a half a second, I'm gonna be facing the other way. So I'm gonna do it with my invisible partner first so you can see what I'm doing, and then you'll see what happens with the guy on top of me. So I'm here, guy's over on this arm, he goes to chop me, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take this arm here, I'm gonna swing this foot around wide, and walk my hands back. Looks kind of like dumb. You're gonna see, if the guy does it right on the bottom, it's pretty much impossible to stop that stand-up. As long as you don't do a couple things kind of that's wrong. So, where's Braden? Here's Braden. Okay, you're gonna chop me. Okay, go on the whistle. Oh, on the whistle, that's all right. Ready, go. Turned out, bad plan. Let me do the other. Ready, go. It's unbelievable. Because this is what happens from this guy. When he goes to chop, he is anticipating that arm going away and chopping. When you give him the arm, he chops it. Now there's nothing really to chop anymore because he's moved there and you're turning in. What does he have to do? He's got to follow. You have to follow. And here's a really good thing. The guy cannot chop and give me pressure and follow at the same time. He's got to choose between those two things. He will always choose to follow. He has to make that choice in that situation. So Braden, again on the whistle. Let's go slow this time. Ready, go. All right. Do one a little faster. Ready, go. So, those are mechanics. Here are the top 3 mistakes that you'll most likely do. Mistake number 1, you're going to have a wimpy turn. So you'll go here. You get like a quarter turn rather than a full half turn. Number 2, you'll have a narrow stance. You might have a full turn, but your feet are going to be close. If your feet are close, you're going to have too much weight on your hands. He may drop you back down. So as you go, full turn, wide stance. In here. Now, once you get here, all you're going to do is walk your hands back to get up to your feet. So, key. He chops. Hand goes behind him, and I turn and look behind his butt. Swing my leg around, face the other direction. Feet wide. Walk in. From here, right to that position that we already left. All right? It's a little bit of stuff, but once you get that, you're going to be up. And it's going to keep you out of trouble. You're not going to get chopped down to your belly. You're not going to be all these problems then you got to try to work on. All right? So we just call this a turn-in stand. But it's not a turn-in like this. It's not a turn in like this, it's a kind of a pivot in. Okay. If you can get that down, I'll tell you, it is worth your money coming to camp. All right, give this a try. Ready? 1, 2.